Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the daily market wrap for Tuesday, January 21st, 2020. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. All right, let's check out and see where we're at with the market today. So today put in a doji, a little bit closing at the low end of Friday's range. It did give a push here, tried to get to all-time highs, couldn't do it. It did fill a closing gap today, which was kind of its own job, but again, it's holding its trend. It's bullish till proven otherwise. But it's folks, the bears are starting to get a little bit aggressive up here, right? So they're everybody's calling for a market top in this area. So let's see if it gets any follow through to the downside. There are some gaps below, but it's kind of interesting to see what happened today. So the range today, was let's just double check here. The total range today was 13 points, so it was a decent range today. It did give a good pop today, but then this Wuhan coronavirus is starting to get people a little scared, right? Maybe get the market a little bit scared. I don't know. Maybe they're going to use this as the reason to kind of bring it down. It hit China today. That hit a lot of the China names, and the first case was reported in the USA, and then boom, this happens with the market right at that time. So around that time too, we also see Boeing, take a little bit of a move down. Now, Boeing's been pretty weak altogether, right? It had a really, huge move down here. I mean, we're talking about like a 25-point move, right? Like really quickly. But interestingly enough, right? So Friday's close came off a couple inside days, and this is a very bearish close right here. It held a couple key support levels, but it closed lower, right, than a lot of these levels, right? And we saw that once that finally broke today, right? You can kind of see here on the 15-minute orb, right? Here's your pre-market levels. You had your inside 15 right here that broke right down those pre-market levels, and then boom, broke down any of that recent support right there, and then dropped 319 all the way down to 305. So you saw a 15-point move just from that level, right? And then it held those key levels right there, and then kind of stabilized into the close. This is all over their 737 max, right? So we're starting to see that type of stuff happen there too. So pretty interesting. So other key ones that we want to look at here. So we have Apple. Okay, so Apple kind of put in a top, a fresh all-time high today, put in a little bit of a topping tail today, just kind of a compressed range, lower volume, earnings coming up soon too. Amazon, right? Amazon actually had a decent day today, right? So interesting counter to the market. Got back over its upward trend line right here. So right now it's back to holding trend. Pretty crazy move at the end of the day on Amazon. So with a big move there, I guess it has something to do that they're going to be doing some pharmacy type stuff. So kind of old news, but you look at it and kind of see what did that do to CVS, right? So CVS got Amazon today, right? So you can kind of see that, right? So other than that, a couple other moves that we saw today. Costco. Real strong move today, gave essentially like a gap and go type look at that, just push right through all-time highs today. So Costco gave a nice gap and go this morning. It gave a strong move. Now I wish Thinkorswim was a little bit more operational this morning, but this gave a powerful move to the pre-market levels, and of course a move to all-time highs today. So other than that, let's see a couple of the big moves today. We had Lyft. So Lyft gave a good move but couldn't get over some key levels. Beyond, again, as usual, beyond belief. Really strong move today. Let's see if we can get back up here. Might give a push to get over these levels and could see that 140 level. It's starting to get a little risky up here, but it could be interesting. A couple other IPO type stocks that gave some moves today. D-Dog gave a good intraday move here, but then gave back most of it. Piton gave an early reversal after a strong morning move. And then finally, we've got earnings coming up tonight on Netflix, and we're already starting to see some crazy action right here. So that should be pretty interesting as well. So keep an eye on Netflix. Sometimes it does chop around and doesn't really give a big move, right? So at which point that's the case where, anybody with calls and puts, unless you have some sort of iron condor or selling premium on that one, dealer wins on that. So anyway, good stuff, guys. I hope everybody has a great evening. We'll see you guys on the for YouTube live stream tonight, where we'll continue our discussion on some cool Fibonacci techniques. And I hope everybody has a great evening. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk